Hey guys, sorry I haven't been able to upload sooner. I've been really busy and just now had time to. Nonetheless, in this video I want to go over how I think the finale of the season will go. There is only a couple of my theories that are based off leaks, and don't worry, I will give a warning before I mention those theories based off leaks. And I will have the full leaks in a separate video. With that said, let's jump straight into my predictions for the Ahsoka Season 1 finale. How I believe this episode will start us off is that if they cannot see the Chimera from their current location, Huyang will run scans and find that they are not far away and warn the crew about the threat and that their heat signatures are picking up, potentially meaning that they are about to leave Peridia. The hero's goal has always been to stop their return, so I think upon hearing that, Ezra will also have a lot of questions because I do not believe Sabine told him the full truth of why they are all there. This will cause more urgency for them to stop them, and I believe that they will get to the Chimera before they depart for the Eye of Sion, and maybe they all board Ahsoka's ship to get there faster, and maybe, just maybe, Ezra gets one of the extra sabers from Ahsoka's closet that we see, unless those are all training sabers. This is one of the parts where it involves a little bit of potential spoiler territory, but I do think that we have all seen this part coming, so either skip ahead to this time on screen or feel free to click off the video. But I think whenever they reach the Chimera, Morgan will volunteer to take on Ahsoka as she has dueled her before. As we know, one thing from the leaks is that it is said that we will see the two fight again, but Morgan will use her Night Sister magic in this fight, unlike their fight in Mando Season 2. I think while this is happening, more Night Troopers as well as maybe Enoch take on Ezra and Sabine. I think that Ezra will do way more crazy moves with the Force than we saw in Episode 7 to take down a lot of the Night Troopers, while Sabine probably uses both a blaster and a lightsaber like she did in the last episode. Also, due to this being more of a threat, Ezra may take back his lightsaber for this fight and do crazy Force moves with that as well. Also, a possibility that since Kanan's saber is aboard the Chimera, that Ezra finds his saber and fights with that. I am inclined to believe that Ahsoka and Morgan will fight and Morgan will lose and probably die. Meanwhile, all this is happening, it would be cool to see more hints as to what calls out to Baylan and why he suddenly left everything aside to focus on what called to him. Maybe Shin gets back with the other troopers and assists Thrawn once more aboard the Chimera. She might be tempted again to join Ahsoka and the heroes, but I think when the villains start to be on the verge of victory, she will stay on the villain side of things. I believe that we may see Thrawn in hand-to-hand combat action, probably with Ahsoka, and she may nearly beat Thrawn in hand-to-hand combat until the Great Mother and the other Night Sisters protect Thrawn and bind her with their magic. While all this is going on, I think that Ahsoka may pull a sneaky move to press an emergency button to contact Huyang, having him start firing upon the Chimera. This would cause some momentary setbacks for the villains, but give the heroes enough time to escape their situation, and Ezra and Sabine may hide after something happens. Maybe they find a dead Night Trooper outfit and put it on to disguise themselves similar to how they did in Rebels. I don't think that Ahsoka would be able to hide soon enough to stay on board, and will probably be thrown off by the Night Sisters or Thrawn himself. I don't think she will die, I just believe that she would be caught by Huyang on her ship, similar to how Obi-Wan was caught in Attack of the Clones by Anakin on his speeder. This next part also has potential leaks within it, so you can go to this timestamp on screen if you want to, but this is when I believe Thrawn escapes back to the known galaxy, which we have heard about from the leaks. Their original destination would have to be Cetos, and I believe that we can see Cetos in the trailer when Thrawn arrives. And this would be because that is where they were coordinated to leave from, but shortly after they arrive, I think that they will head to Dathomir for the Night Sisters to be able to raise their own dead Night Sisters and Night Brothers for a much bigger army to help Thrawn. This is when I believe the Shadow Council will come into play, and Thrawn will be in contact with them. And Captain Pelion will have a big "I told you so" moment in front of the Shadow Council.
I told you so!
But if this does happen, obviously it would draw out more forces to help Thrawn and start an all-out war. If, for whatever reason, the New Republic doesn't see what's going on yet, I think it's very possible for them to be alerted by Din Djarin on the matter, because if you remember back to Mandalorian Season 3, one of the only cool things to look forward to in my opinion was Carson Teva giving Mando the New Republic job of basically searching in the Outer Rim. And since Dathomir is in the Outer Rim, it's possible he comes across the Chimera and reports this back to the New Republic, to which their response is,
I know a guy.
potentially talking about Luke Skywalker. All while this is going on, I can see Ahsoka and Balin seeing each other again and possibly dueling once more, and if not, he may reveal to her what his plan is, since she would have already missed the flight home, and I would love for it to be revealed that Abeloth is the bigger power that he feels called to, which could be the end of the finale, leaving us on a double cliffhanger with the Abeloth threat, or whatever threat it is, as well as the Thrawn threat being back in the known galaxy. This would be a perfect way to end the season in my opinion, and leaving us scratching at the walls while waiting for more. What do you think will happen in this finale, and do you think that I will get any of this right? With that said, I love you guys, thank you for watching, never forget that Jesus loves you, and may the Force be with you.